Hey, what's up? My name is Nick, and in this short video we're going to see how well Surfshark does in speed tests. We're going to compare it on the phone, on the computer, and just talk about what speed tests are in general. So let's waste no time and jump straight into it. The first test, or how we would structure this test, is this way. You would go to your speed testing app and take a base test. So we're just going to run a base test to see how fast my current internet connection is, and then from there on we'll be able to see how fast Surfshark relates to that speed. So as you can see, it's doing really good. I got a ping of 12 milliseconds and a download speed of 946. That's like a whole gigabit. I mean, that's fast internet connection. And this is something very important which other reviewers don't do. They look at the speed that they get from whatever source they get. They don't consider that Wi-Fi speed actually limits the speed of your internet connection, and therefore they don't get a proper testing. Anyways, let's moving straight along to it. So now we got 946 megabits per second from my local speed. We're gonna go and connect to the fastest server. I like the fact that Surfshark has this fastest server option. Some other apps don't provide that. Even the top, ExpressVPN, I consider, which is like the absolute top of all all VPNs out there, doesn't have a fastest server option. You should have to collect a country. I don't know if it's because they just presume. Let's take some time to connect. I don't know why, if they presume that that all of their servers are equally fast or what. But yes, this is something to note about Surfshark. It is a budget VPN, right? So it's much cheaper than the rest of the VPNs out there. But you saw how long it took me to connect in order to get started. But once you connected, you're fine. It's the connecting to the server that always takes a long time. Anyway, so yes, I'm being connected now for the last 20 seconds. I'm going to give it just a few more seconds to make sure that the speed is normalized and not get any errors. And yeah, about 30 seconds should do. And let's press go on the speed test. Right, so while that's running, it's important to note the ping. Okay, it was 26 millisecond ping. In the previous one, we had 12, if I'm not mistaken. And let's talk about ping. So yeah, ping is the way that you perceive internet to be, how fast your internet is. You click to a website, say Google, and you send that information. It travels to the server. The server says, okay, he wants Google, and then it comes back to you with the actual page. That's the ping. So how fast you work on the internet is ping. And if you want to download a file or watch a movie or anything of that sort, that's the download speed. That's what we're looking at. And here, it's 407 megabits. Yes, a substantial reduction to the 900 megabits, or almost a gigabit, the connection that I have here, but it's not bad. Let me also explain why it's not bad. So the best way to get internet speeds is like this. You need your router. Then your router has two cables, or one cable in this kind. Right. It goes into your internet, so now your router is outputting a Wi-Fi signal to your house, and then you connect your device, whichever device that you have, your computer or whatever. In this case, we're using this MacBook Air. It's the M1 chip supercomputer. We connect that here, and now the internet is coming from your internet service provider, and it's going directly out into your MacBook or computer or whatever have you. This is the fastest way that you can get internet, obviously. Now, you can use Wi-Fi, and this router is capped at 750 megabits. That's how fast it can send a Wi-Fi signal. That's already cutting down a whole lot. So it's like about 200 megabits that is cutting down on the maximum Wi-Fi speed I receive. So I receive it from my phone, and technically I should get about 700 megabits here. But inside here, my phone has a Wi-Fi antenna built into it. And this Wi-Fi antenna is capped at about 300 megabits. Now, the latest phones don't have this capped. The latest phones have, full gigabit supports, the 5G networks and all that jazz. But if you have an older phone, like for example an iPhone 7, you can only maximally receive 300 megabits on your phone. So that's also something to consider when testing out the Wi-Fi speeds. So let's have a look at our phone. There's a third, one extra thing to consider. So this is the speed test app, and I'm going to press go and see what connection or how fast of an internet connection I get on my phone. I had 14 milliseconds, but now the speed is very different. I mean, I'm getting 30 megabits. I just got 900 megabits over there, and now I'm getting 30 megabits over here. This is without a VPN. The reason for this is because I'm not using this router. My actual router is in another room, and the additional factor of the distance between the router and your phone also further reduces the Wi-Fi speed. Whew. So all of these little bottlenecks kind of add up, and then you get speeds like 35 megabits. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's make another test with Surfshark. And let's connect to a fast server. And let's hope it connects fast this time. Yeah, as I've already said, as you can see, that it does take a little bit of time for Surfshark to connect, and that's the one thing that really bugs me about it. Really, everything else is okay. I don't use VPN 24/7. I connect to a VPN when I need to connect or when I need to use the VPN services. Yeah, and it's always like, okay, so let's connect, and then it's not instant. You know, you gotta wait for that. If speed is the most important thing for you, then this also counts as speed. It's not internet speed per se, but it is definitely a factor that you must consider of an overall speed. All right, so we've been connected for a few seconds now. Let's go ahead and connect to speed test. Yeah, and I think it's warmed up by now, so let's go ahead and hit go. We got about 35 megabits in our previous test, and would you look at that, it's actually improving. There we go. Look, I mean, you have to take this with a grain of salt. You will always have variations in speed tests. As a matter of fact, if you hit speed test one after one, you're always going to have a variation in speed. But this is due to the fact that when you connect to a VPN, you connect to a server through that VPN, and sometimes it can find a faster route to that server and provide a more stable connection for the downloads to come through. This doesn't usually happen, but in some cases, like here, you can see that a VPN can improve your speed. So, to sum up this whole thing, if you already have the fastest setup from your router with Ethernet cables to your computer, and you're looking to have the best possible speed on on your computer, then maybe Surfshark is not the way to go, or just be considering that you have a speed loss. But if you're using it on your phone through a Wi-Fi connection, then yes, absolutely, Surfshark might even actually improve your internet connection. So yeah, as in terms of speeds, just want to say and put it out there that there are other VPNs that provide you with a faster speed. In my test, NordVPN has the fastest speeds available, and ExpressVPN is a close second, but the reason why they have a slower speed is because they actually provide you a bit more security on top of that, so their speed is reduced because of the added security. So if you're looking for the best and ultimate speed, I would go with Nord. And by the way, in the description below, you're going to find links to all the latest servers, promos, and anything else I could find on the latest offers. They always keep on changing, and I keep updating all my links, so check it out. Maybe you can get yourself a very good deal. So this has been Surfshark, the speed of Surfshark, and I hope this helped you. If this video helped you, leave it a like. If you loved it or you want more content like this, subscribe. This has been Nick. Cheers.